We're having such a good time because today is the first ride with the new Triumph Tiger 800 XCA. Now, Triumph claims that there are more than 200 updates to this one compared to the previous model. I'm unable to talk about all of them, of course, so let's start with the most important things. The engine was revised to offer more power and more torque, to be more responsive, and somehow this year 95 is the magic number, because we have 95 horsepower over here, just the same as the BMW F850 GS and the Africa Twin, the Triumph's main rivals. And I must admit that the engine is magnificent. And it's not just the engine, because the new Triumph features a new shorter ratio first gear. So we have more thrilling acceleration, we have an improved handling at low speeds, and especially in off-road. However, you can still hit 90 km per hour in the first gear, which is impressive. The gearbox works perfect and I feel almost like riding a sports bike. Too bad it doesn't come with a quick shifter. Besides the engine, Triumph also improved the comfort for this bike. Let's have a look at the seats. The seat is more comfortable for you and for the passenger, and you also have heated seats and heated grips if you choose the XCA version. Now let's sit on the bike. And it's not just the seat, it's also the handlebar, which was revised and now it's closer to you, so you have a more relaxed and a more upright riding position. But it's still nice and sporty. It's the classic Triumph Tiger riding position. You also have a two-stage adjustable seat height. This one is on the low position and I'm feeling okay. I'm good with the ergonomics. I'm also good with the legroom. There's also a new windscreen and it's adjustable on 5 positions, and you can do it on the go by using one hand. It's a new system and it looks pretty interesting, although I'm not sure about its reliability, because take a look at this one. Besides the windscreen, there are also 2 wind deflectors, because Triumph wants to offer a better weather protection. It's better, I think so, but it's not as good as the one on the big Triumph, on the 1200cc model. So you can feel the wind hitting your shoulders, for example, but you can ride with your visor open. I did about 600 or 700 kilometers yesterday and I still feel comfortable on this bike. The only thing I didn't like is the wind buffeting. No matter the adjustment level of the windscreen, you feel a lot of noise in your helmet. I'm in the traffic right now. In the city, well, this is not a city bike, but probably if you're gonna buy it, you're gonna use it also for going to work. It handles pretty much the same as any other bike of this size, but you must know that when the engine is overheating and the fan starts to run, you're gonna feel all that hot air in your legs. I got about 5.3 liters for 100 kilometers fuel consumption, so you should get a 350 kilometers fuel range from this 20 liters fuel tank. So it's okay for touring. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 157 158 159 160 The throttle is right by wire and it offers a very smooth response. It's not snatchy no matter the engine map you select, and it also features an electronic cruise control, which is very useful when riding on the highway. Okay. The standing riding position is also lovely. You stand very natural on the bike. You have these wide and solid foot pegs. I just love them. And maybe you will need a small handlebar riser to be even more natural. So after all, there's a big improvement compared to the previous model when it comes to comfort, both on-road and off-road. For the new 800 range, Triumph offers Showa and wide power suspension systems. This one, the XCA, comes with wide power suspensions. The fork is fully adjustable, manually adjustable, and the rear shock also. And I must say that I love this suspension both on the highway and on curvy roads. It's very stable and also very nimble. It's comfortable on bumpy roads, but you must check the setup. And also in off-road, I find it really plush, and it gives me confidence when pushing even hard. And something completely new, the dashboard. Triumph came up with a full TFT dash. It's a new dash, it looks really nice. It has good contrast, it's very easy to read, it has even different styles. It has a theme for using it in the dark, a theme for using it in the bright sun. I'm really happy with it, and let's take a look at the riding modes, because Triumph also comes with new electronics. So we have 6 riding modes. You can switch through these modes while on the go. You can go from rain to sport, for example, but you can't go from sport to off-road. So when you're leaving the tarmac, you should stop the bike with the engine turned on, and you should select the off-road mode. So what's this off-road mode? Well, you have a limited intervention traction control, and I love the traction control on this bike. It's really smooth, it's really nice. You have no ABS on the back wheel, but you still have the ABS on the front, and you also have a smoother and softer throttle. It's also very nice that you can set up the angle of the dashboard, which is a cool feature, because I don't know, maybe you're gonna use it when standing on the bike in off-road, and you're gonna need to see directly to the dash. And take a look at this new headlight. It's full LED. It looks very cool and very aggressive. And you also have on this version auxiliary lights. You have this crash bar, you have center stand, you have an aluminium engine protection, you have these wide enduro foot pegs, you have an air exhaust. By the way, it's not that loud as you might think, probably because of the Euro 4 regulations. I mean, you have also backlit illuminated buttons, which is very cool, and having such features on the bike and this menu and these electronics. So Triumph offers for this Tiger 800 a lot of equipment, and you also have an entire list of accessories if you want to choose from. Another novelty for this year, Brembo calipers on the front, Nissin on the back. Good stopping power, you don't have such an aggressive bite, but I think it's enough. So this was our first review with the new Triumph Tiger 800 XCA. What I love the most is the engine character and engine power, the handling, the street manners, the new ergonomics. What I don't like, well, I think is just the wind buffeting, and that's all. Besides that, this is a very, very good bike, and I'm really eager to test it again for a more in-depth review and to put it against its main rivals, the BMW F850 GS and Honda's Africa Twin.